Today, I'm going to walk you through a really useful process, how to overlay PDFs in Adobe Acrobat. By the end of this tutorial, you'll know exactly how to place text or images like watermarks over your PDFs, which is awesome for branding, protecting your documents, or simply making things look more professional. Let's get started right away. The first thing you'll want to do is open your PDF file in Adobe Acrobat. Once you have your document open, look for the Edit PDF option in the right-hand pane. Clicking Edit PDF gives you access to several tools, but the one we're interested in today is the watermark function. Think of a watermark as a kind of overlay, a signature, a logo, or even just a bit of text that sits on top of your PDF's content. After clicking Edit PDF, go ahead and select Watermark. You'll see a few choices here, such as Add, Update, or Remove. For our purposes, you're going to click on Add. This brings up the watermark dialog box, where you'll decide exactly what gets overlaid on your pages. Now, in this interface, you have the option to overlay either text or a file, like an image. Maybe you want to stamp Confidential in big letters across the page, or you want your company logo faintly in the background. Both are possible here. For this walkthrough, I'm going to demonstrate using an image. So find and select the File option, which will let you use any image file you've already saved to your computer. Next, click Browse. At this point, take a moment to find the image you want, your logo, a stamp, or whatever graphic suits your purpose. Once you've selected it, you'll see a preview of how your image will look overlaid on the document. Don't worry if it doesn't look perfect yet, and you can fine-tune the appearance. Here's a key detail that really makes overlays look professional: adjusting the opacity. Opacity determines how solid or faint your overlay appears. Think of it like a piece of tracing paper placed over a drawing. If the image is too bold, it can distract from the underlying text, but if you lower the opacity, the overlay becomes subtle, letting the content underneath stay readable while your watermark or image is still visible. Just drag the slider or enter a percentage. Usually, somewhere between 30 and 50% opacity works nicely for watermarks. At this point, feel free to poke around in the customization options. You might want to change the position of the image. Have it show up only on certain pages or tweak the scale. You can even set it to appear only on odd or even pages if you're working with something like a double-sided document. Once you're happy with how everything looks, go ahead and click OK, but don't rush. Sometimes, especially with larger documents, Acrobat takes a moment to process the overlay and update all pages. If you see your computer thinking a bit, that's normal. The last tweak you can make is scaling the overlay image. This helps if your watermark ended up too tiny or too enormous. You can find these sizing options right in the watermark dialog or via the Edit PDF tools. Adjust the scale until it fits proportionally. Imagine trying to place a stamp neatly in the corner versus splashing a big logo across the center. And that's it. Your PDF now has a professional-looking overlay. Overlaying images or text like this is especially useful for sharing documents securely, adding branding, or just personalizing your files. If you found this tutorial helpful, make sure to hit that like button and leave a comment below if you have any questions or run into any snags. I'm always happy to help. And if you want more straightforward Adobe tips, don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss a thing. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next tutorial.